Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be walking you guys through how you guys can make your own YouTube ad. But before we get started, if you guys enjoy this type of content or enjoyed the video, consider subscribing and maybe dropping a like. I know Connor and I would be very appreciated if you do. But now that's out of the way, let's get right to it. So first, you want to Google YouTube ads and you want to click on the very first one. If you can't find it, don't worry, I'll leave a link in the description regardless. Then click on Start Now. That will redirect you to Google Ads. And again, you'll want to click on Get Started. That will send you to sign in with your Google account and you can now start your campaign. Now, with this tab that shows up, you can use this to search for a video or do what we did and just paste your URL straight from YouTube. You will then be served with two options. The first being you will have the option to have your ad being played before a video starts. And the second is having it right on the side as a sort of suggested video ad. The first option is generally used to drive traffic out of YouTube. If you're trying to sell a product, a subscription, or maybe you want registrations on your website. If that sounds like you, then just go ahead and click option one. The second is mainly for driving traffic to the ad's watch page. So essentially this one is for people that want to get more views and subscribers to their YouTube channel. So that's the one we're going to be clicking on today. Now with this next step, you're presented with a headline and two descriptions. So this is made to help catch the attention of your viewer. So with this part, be mindful that you can't actually use any symbols and certain words. So for us, it was dream, and obviously we had to get rid of all our symbols. We changed it to dreaming, and it worked. I don't know. So now that's out of the way, next up is the location. So this is where you just choose where you want your ad to be pushed. For us, it was pretty simple because we already had our mind set on Australia. Now, also be mindful that when you're changing the location, some locations charge you more than others. So we played around with it a bit and we found that the United States was actually charging more per view than what Australia was. So it seemed like a no-brainer to just go with Australia. So now once you've chosen your location, you have the demographic. Now, the problem with this is that if you're on a budget like we are, once you start playing a lot with the location, the demographic, and the next step that's going to come along, it does fluctuate the price a lot. So we just decided to be very broad and just have a very broad intent and not sort of say no to anyone. But if you do want to spend a lot more money than we are, then I do suggest trying to figure out what the demographic you want for your channel or you want for registrations on your website and so forth. But we just left it very broad. Next step is customer intent. You have two options. Number one is to keep your customer intent as broad as possible. Number two is to reach people who have intent to buy this product. So i.e., if it's a YouTube channel, people that are more likely to be interested in your YouTube channel or more likely to be interested in the product that you're selling. We ended up going with the first one, any customer intent, in order to have it as broad as possible and thus doing so the cheapest as possible. After that, you can confirm your daily budget. So we went for 20 Australian dollars a day. Now, just be mindful that it doesn't matter really what you choose now because it will take 24 hours for your ad to be reviewed and to actually go live if it's accepted. And beforehand, and even during the ad being live, you can change the prices within your ads manager. And as you're playing around with it, check different prices, and on the side you'll see more often than not, the more money you put in, the more views you will get. Same thing with locations and same thing with your demographic and your targeted audience. All those things affect how many views you get and thus how many subscribers. And so on and so forth. Now, once you've calculated how much money you want to spend a day, you can now go straight to continue to billing, and that will take you straight to paying for it. And once that's done, you pretty much have to wait 24 hours for it to get reviewed and processed. And once the 24 hours is done, it may take longer sometimes, your ad will be live. So yeah, that's it guys. If you enjoyed the video or thought it was helpful, please leave a like or comment below and consider subscribing. It does help the channel a lot. Thanks.